อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภควาพุทธังภควันตังอะภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตภควตาธัมโมธัมมังนัมมัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนะมามิธัมมยังพุทธัสสะภะคะวะโตปุพพาคณมการังกะโรมะเสนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Okay. Oh, we have some human connecting. Okay. The floor is yours now, Edward.
So can I start my presentation? I start my presentation.
Yes. Yes, you can now.
Today I would like to present Buddhist proverb that is from 144 to 158. And sorry for late. And this is the Proverbs number 144. And this is the meaning. He is a sage who understands the outwards and inwards natures of the vicious and the virtuous, who is worshipped by gods and men in all plans of existence, and who has surpassed free himself from the neck of patience. And after read this is for my understanding is true safe is someone who understands both of the nature goodness and the nature of evils, not only in the world, but also inside their own mind. A true safe is respected by everyone because they have freed themselves from the neck of patience. Neck of patience can be referred to things like anger, greed, jealous, and attachments. Such a person does not fight for their emotion. They usually understand them, rise above them. So I'm trying to relate these proverbs to our modern life. In our modern life, this teaching reminds us to look inside ourselves before judging others. It also teaches us to control our reaction, understand our emotions, and act with compassion. Then we can see clearly what is good and what is harmful, both in ourselves and others. We become wiser and then calmer and also more respected. And here I also will share one story about this proverb. For example, there were two monks walking. One young monk saw a woman struggling to cross a river. He refused to help because monks should avoid contact. The old monk carried her across and continued walking. And the young man asked, Master, why did you break the rules? The old man replied, I left the woman at the river, but you are still carrying her in your minds. The young man understood. The real snake is not outside. It is inside our own thoughts. So this is from the story. The old man know that helping the woman was an act of compassion, not a defilement. He has already freed himself from the neck of patience, the neck of judgment, attachment, and mental cleansing. The young man, although he followed the rules outwardly, was still trapped inside his own mind. He held on to suspicion, confusion, and fear of being wrong. So from this story, remind us that wisdom is not about avoiding the world, but understanding our mind. Then we can let go, see clearly, and act with compassion. We, too, took a step towards the path of the chef. So this is the 144 lah. So any problem for this proverbs? If no
No
problem,
problem.
if no problem, I will continue with the next one. The next one is the 145. Okay. 145 is talking about just as there is no footprint in the sky, So there is no recluse outside, nor any performances of compounded things, nor no agitation in the Buddhas. Okay, so from this one, my understanding is about just as there is no footprint in the sky, meaning some things cannot be simply things simply cannot exist. It teaches us to recognize deity and its truly is. A true monk cannot be found outside in appearance, pretty, and wisdom come from within our own mind, not from closing or outwards rituals. All the compounded things are impermanent. Everything in our life changes, and accepting this truth help us to reduce attachment and suffering. And there is no agitation in Buddhas. Their minds are completely calm, undisturbed, and free from greed, angers, and delusions. Okay, so from this I also relate it to our modern life. In our life, not to chase unrealistic expectation, not to judge others by appearance, to accept the nature changes of life, and to cultivate inner calm. When we understand this truth, we live more peacefully, wisely, and uh, compassionately, just like Buddhas. Okay, so I prepare one more story for you all regarding this proverb. For example, a cloud once complains to the sky, I want to stay in one shape forever. The sky replied, my child, clouds are means to move, flow, and fade. Trying to stay the same is like trying to grow a footprint in the air. The cloud finally understood. Change is natural. Impermanence is not a problem. This is a life. Please come from accepting movement, not resisting it. So, from the story, I can conclude that true peace does not come from holding on, but from flowing with the life as it is. Just like the Proverbs teaches, nothing in the world leaves a permanent mark. Not cloud, not emotion, not worries. When we stop trying to control the impossible, our mind becomes as open and calm as the sky itself. So this is the Proverbs 145 lah. Any problem for list Proverbs?
No, no problem at all. Very good.
Okay, then I will continue with the 146. 146, this Proverbs is talking about honor is avoided. Him who is active, watchful, honest, scrupulous, self-restraint, law-abiding, and not careless. Okay, so for my understanding, honors belongs to the person who is hardworking, mindful, honest, careful, and who live with integrity. Such a person is active in their duty, pure in their actions, thoughtful in their decisions, and consistent in their principles. And this proverb teaches us that honor grows from within, from the way we think, we act, and we live each day. So I also try to relate these proverbs in our daily life. For example, true respect is not achieved through titles or appearance. It is earned through characters. When we act mindfully, choose honesty, and avoid carelessness, people naturally trust us. And then, when our work is guided by sincerity and discipline, success will follow. So, one more story for you all. Two gardeners were hired to maintain a loyal garden. The first gardener rushed through his work. He watered without care, trimmed without attention, and often skipped steps thinking no one would notice. The second gardener worked with mindfulness, checking with the soil, trimming gently, watering with skill. He took pride in every leaf. Months passed. The king visited the garden. One side was uneven, dry, and messy. The other side was blooming, vibrant, and beautiful shape. The king asked, who cared for this plant? When the second gardener stepped forwards, okay, from the layout, the first gardener finally understood. A garden reveals the hearts of the one who tends it. Rushing may finish the job, but mindfulness complete it. with accident. Cutting corner may save time, but it can never earn trust of or respect. The second gardener did not seek honor. He simply cared about doing what is right. And because of that, honor came to him naturally. So this lesson is skill. Respect grows where mindfulness is planted. Success blooms where care and integrity are present. Honor flow follows those who work with sincerity, not shortcut. So this is the everything about 146, Proverbs 146. So any problem for this proverb is no, you can type 1 in the text box. If got problem, you can speak up and we discuss together. Okay, thank everyone for replying me for the response, and I will continue with the 147. Okay, the proverb 147 is about no grievance of death can befall him who has attained the highest knowledge and who has no desire in all plan of existence. He is like a person who has safety left a burning house. So for me, this is quite difficult to understand. After I lose some uh, serving information from internet, my understanding is a person who has attained the highest wisdom experience no fear at the moment of death. Why? Because they have to let go of all craving and desire. They are no longer click anything in this world, and therefore nothing can disturb their peace. The Buddha compares such a person to someone who has escaped from burning house. Imagine the relief, the safety, and the kindness of being freed from danger. This is the inner freedom experienced by the wise. So, I try to relate these proverbs in our modern life. Fear reduce when we understanding increases. Okay, when we learn to let go of excessive attachment, we experience fewer worries and more peace. True freedom is not found in possession or comfort, but in clarity, wisdom, and a calm heart. Okay, so another story for you all regarding these proverbs. Okay, so as you see in the picture, a prisoner lived many years inside a locked cell. Every day, he pushed the door, believing he was trapped. One day, he noticed the door was never locked. He could have walked out any time. He stepped outside and felt sunlight for the first time. He thought, all this year, I was imprisoned, not by the walls, but by my own fear and misunderstanding. Most of the people live like the prisoner, trapped by the fear of change, the fear of loss, the fear of death. But once they see the truth clearly, their mind becomes free, just like someone walking out of a burning house. So from the story, from then on, the prisoner understood that his real prison was not the cell, but his own fear. When he saw the truth clearly, his mind became free, just like a person's safety escaping from a burning house. So, from this story, the lesson clarified bring freedom. Faith fed when wisdom rises. That means we learn for many things. So this is the Proverbs. Uh, so any problem is no, please start 1 for me so that I can continue. If got problem, we can discuss. This is the Proverbs for 147. And followed by, I will discuss about Proverbs 148. For the 148, the translations of the Proverbs is about the mindful person accepts themselves. They do not take delight in their abroad. Like a swan leaving the pond, they have no clinging desire for their own abroad. Okay, so my understanding about this proverb is mindful people are not attached to the comfort or familiarity. They adapt themselves constantly and continue to grow. Just as a swan leaves the pond without regret, a wise person leaves behind what no longer serves them. For this one, how I relate in our modern life, in our daily life, not to remain stuck in our comfort zone. When we stop clinging to places, positions, at all loud times, we gain inner freedom. Like the swarm, our minds become light, flexible, and able to move forward with peace. So, followed by a story for you all. For example, we can look at the picture. A bird live in a beautiful golden cage. It receives food every day and felt comfortable. One day, the cage door was left open. The bird hesitated. The cage was safe, but the sky was free. After a moment of courage, the birds flew out and felt the wind again. It realized the cage was never a home, just a place it had grown used to. So, from the story, from that day on, the birds understood that comfort is not the same as freedom. The cage keep its body safe, but letting go set its heart free. So from the lesson, we should know when we stop clinging to what is familiar, we discover how wide the sky of our life truly is. So this is the all from this proverb. If no problem, type 1 for me again. So I will continue with the next one. Okay. Thank for the reply. If any question, you can sound out and we discuss. So followed by the 149. The translation is about he is called a safe who observe the valve of silence in words, deeds, and thought, who is equipped with wisdom, and who has given out all things. So for my understanding, a true safe is not just someone who speaks little, but someone who cultivates silence in body, speech, and mind. Silence in the body means harmless actions. Silence in the speech means mindful, gentle words. Silence in the mind means freedom from grief, anger, and confusion. True strength is not dullness, but calmness. True wisdom is not in many words, but in a mind that is disciplined and free. So I try to relate this proverb in our modern life. Okay, so calm action means not reacting impulsively or hurting others. Calm speech means choosing words that are kind, respectful, and thoughtful. And lastly, calm mind means letting go of anger, jealousy, and overthinking. When we stop clinging to negative emotion, our peace becomes strong and steady. Real wisdom today is shown through self-control, emotional stability, and the ability to stay grounded even in stressful situations. True strength is quiet. It comes from a mind that knows how to stay centered and free. So there's one more story for you all. A king once asked a wise mom, what makes a person truly peaceful? The monk lit 3 lamps, he said. The first lamp represents action. If your hands do not harm, your path is clear. He lit the second lamp. The wisdom is speech. If you choose gentle and honest words, your world becomes brighter. Finally, he lit the third lamp. This lamp is the mind. When your thoughts are pure, your actions and words naturally shine. Okay, so from the story, from that day on, the king realized that true peace does not come from power of wealth, but from mastering himself. When action cause no harm, when speech is kind, and when the mind is calm, a person becomes peaceful wherever they go. So from this proverb, we should learn wisdom shines from within when the speech and the mind are quiet and pure. So this is all from this proverb. If no problem, please start a 1 again for me so that I can continue. If got problem, you all can sound out and we discuss. Okay, so followed by I will discuss about the 150. The 150 from the translation is called a clean person who is clean in his deeds, words, and thought, who is free from all passion, and who is endowed with cleanliness, and who has evils absorbed. So, from my understanding, a truly clean person is someone whose action, speech, and thought are pure. They behave kindly, speak honesty, and think with wisdom, because they are free from harmful passions and bad intentions. Their life become calm and their past warmth fade away. So I will continue relate this proverb in our modern life. Real cleanliness flows beyond appearance. When we clean our hearts from anger, greed, and jealousy, our relationship improve. Our mind become peaceful, and the people trust us more. Purity inside create peace outside. Okay, so one more story for you all. Okay, a teacher held out a glass of water filled with mud. Okay, he said, "This water is like a person. Those action, words, and thoughts are unclean. No matter how beautiful the glass is, the water is still dirty." Then he poured the muddy water out and filled with the glass with clear, fresh water. This is a person who has purified their mind. Even if the past was muddy, new clean water create a new life. So, from the story, from that moment, the student, all of us, realize that the real purity is not about looking good, but about choosing good in action, in speech, and thought. So, this proverb teach us when the mind become clear, our life become clear. Also, so this all from the proverb. So it's not problem. Type 1 for me again. Okay, then Eugene and Messi, and I will continue by the 151. The 151 from the translations talking about he is known as a bad man who is angry, cherishes anger, and is ungrateful, who has gone wrong in his views and is deceitful. Okay, so from my understanding, a person becomes low not because of the status or background, but because of their behavior. Someone who is angry, hold grudges, is ungrateful, has harmful view, and is deceitful, brings suffering to themselves and others. So, if I relate to our modern life, remind us to handle anger wisely, let go of resentment, and practice gratitude. Keep healthy belief and be honest. This quality outfit our characters, while the opposite quality pull us down. True nobility comes from inner purity, not outer as appearance. So, one more story for you all is about these proverbs. Let's look at the picture before understanding and after understanding. A man carried a bag of hot coals on his back. Whenever he felt angry, he took one out to throw at someone. But each time he reached into the bag, he burned his own hand first. Eventually, his back burned a hole through his clothes and scarred his back. A wise friend told him, "The coals you throw may hurt others, but the ones you keep are hurting you the most." So, from the story, from then on, he understood that the anger he carried hurt him far more than the anger he threw. So, from this proverb, we should learn letting go help you, holding only burns you. Okay, so if I think this is quite simple. If no problem, please type 1 for me again so that I can continue for the next one. Okay, then Eugene and Macy, and then the next one is 152. Okay, 152 from the translation, being gentle and self-control, all are entitled to the extinction of patience, no matter whether they are loyal birth, a monk, a merchant, a laborer, an outcaster, or a refill cleaner. Okay, so for my understanding, enlightenment and peace are not limited by birth, class, gender, or status. Whenever one is a king, a merchant, or rebel, or an outcaster, the path is the same for all: gentleness, self-discipline, and a purified mind. So I also will try to relate it to our modern life. Okay, so character is not inherited, it is built. Successful and inner peace does not belong only to certain group. Anyone who train their mind, let go of harmful habits, and practices kindness can achieve true freedom. Greatness grows from efforts, not from the status. Okay, so this is how I relate it to our modern life lah. So one more story for you all. Okay, let's look at the picture. A master gardener planted seeds from many places. Some from mountains, some from deserts, some from forests, some from pure soil, and some from rich soil. When the rain came and the sun shone, all the seeds sprouted. Some grew tall, some grew wide, but every plant flourished because of care, nourishment, and discipline, not because of where the seed came from. The gardener said, "See, this is not the birthplace of the seed that matters, but the efforts given and the condition created." So from the story, the student and we also understand true growth have nothing to do with the where you came from, but everything you do with how you are nurtured and how you choose to grow. So from this proverb, brilliance is not born, it is cultivated. Okay, so any problem for this proverb is not, please type 1 for me to continue for the next one. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I will continue by the 153. From the 153 is talking about taking others' belonging away. A thief will be protested against, while a recluse will be welcomed, and his frequent presence is always greeted. Okay, so for my understanding, harmful action push people away, while good conduct draw people in. A thief who takes what is not given brings fear and loss. Therefore, people reject him. But a virtuous person, one who is kind, disciplined, and peaceful, is welcome again, and again. Okay, so I try to relate it in our modern life. Our behavior shape how others receive us. When we act with honesty and goodwill, people naturally enjoy our presence. When we cause harm or take advantages from others, trust dissolved. Respect is not demanded. It is earned through consistent goodness. Okay, so one more story sharing for you all. In a village, two men often came to visit. The first visitor complained, borrowed things without returning, and always left the house messy. Whenever he appeared, people hide inside, pretending they are not home. The second visitor brought small gift, helped carry water, and spoke kindly to everyone. When he arrived, children ran to greet him, and families invite him in. One day, a young boy asked his mother, "Why does everyone run from one man and run towards the others?" The mother smiled and said, "People opens their doors to those who opens their hearts." So from that day, the boys understood that people are drawn not by status but by kindness. A harmful person pushes others away, while a good-hearted person is welcome everywhere. So from this proverb, we should know that our behavior decides whether doors open or close for ourselves. Okay, so this is all from this proverb. It's no problem. Please type a 1 for me so that I can continue. Okay, thank you everyone. Now I will continue. This is the next one. This is 154. The 154 is talking about the victors incurs enmities, while the vanquished sleep unhappily. The one at peace, giving out victory, and defeat sleep happily. For me, this is also quite difficult to understand. So this is my understanding after I doing some reading. Both victory and defeat bring suffering. The winner gain enemies, and the loser gain sadness. Okay, but the person who let go of both winning and losing sleep peacefully. So I try to relate it to our modern life so that you all can have better understanding. In modern life, this reminds us that real peace comes when we release our ego and stop competing for superiority. When we no longer measure our worth by comparison, we become calm, content, and truly free. So, one more story for you all. Two men completed fiercely in a village. After the match, the winner walked home proud, but looking over his shoulder, afraid of levels. The loser walked home angrily, unable to sleep from humiliations. A monk who witnessed them said, "Both of them lost their peace today." A little boy asked, "Then who is the real winner?" The monk replied, "The one who stopped needing to win." From the story, from that moment, the boy understood that victory without peace is just another form of loss. Only the one who lets go of winning and losing can rise with a true calm heart. So from this proverb, peace is the greatest victory. So any problem is not that one for me. I think I will present the last proverb for my part. Think this is the last one, 155. Okay, the 155 is talking about the virtuous and the vicious have different plan of existence in the hereafter. The former is distinct to the limb of bliss, while the latter is doomed to a limb of misery. So from my understanding, good and bad action lead to different destination. Virtuous people move toward peace, while harmful people move towards suffering. Our future is shaped not by status or fortune, but by the moral quality of our actions. So, I try to relate in our daily life. Every choice build the path when we practice kindness, honesty, and restraint. We create a life of calm and happiness. When we act with greed or anger, we create a life of conflict and regret. We walk the road we ourselves build. Okay, so this is the picture, kindness and anger. So one more story for you all. A traveler reached a fort in the road. One road was shaded, clean, and peaceful. Birds sang, flower blooms, and the path felt calm. The other road was rough, rocky, and filled with thorns. Every few steps hurt his feet. A wise man passing by said, "These roads were not created outside you. They were created by your action. The peaceful road is built by kindness. The painful road is built by harm." The traveler realized that every choice he made was paving the road he would walk tomorrow. So, from the story, from that moment, the traveler understood that his future was not a matter of fate, but a reflection of his choices. So, from the lesson, we should learn. We walk the road we view, choice by our choice. So I will continue with the 156. The 156 is about a learned man of his doctrine, being steadfastly mindful, not associating with sensual pleasure and all evils, are accordingly free from sensuality. They are thus called one who goes against the stream. So, from my understanding, a wise and mindful person does not follow worldly temptations or harmful behavior. Even when it is difficult, they choose to let go of craving, angers, and unwholesome habits. Such a person is described as one who goes against the stream, someone who does not follow the cloud but follows wisdom. So for me, this is quite difficult to understand also. So I try to relate it in our daily life. This proverb reminds us that true strength is shown by resisting harmful influences and choosing what brings long-term peace. Going against desire is not easy, but it leads to real freedom. Okay, so one more story for you all. While other fish follow the current downstream, a salmon began to swim upstream. The journey was tiring and dangerous. The water pushed against it, and other fish mocked it for going the wrong ways. But the salmon kept going because upstream was where life continued, where new beginnings awaited. A small fish asked, "Why do you swim against the current?" The salmon answered, "Because what is easy is not always right, and what is right is not always easy." Just like the wise, the salmon chose the harder path because it leads to real growth. Okay, so from that day, the small fish understood that real strength is shown not by going with the same foe, but by choosing the path that leads to growth. So from this proverb, we should learn about wisdom often means swimming upstream. So any problem for this proverb? If not, I will continue with the next one. Okay, thank you for response. Okay, so I will continue with the 157. Okay, 157 from the translation, we know that when the virtuous give out what is difficult to give and do what is difficult to do, it is impossible for the fools to do so because the natures or principles of a wise man is difficult to follow. So, for my understanding, virtuous people do what is difficult. They give when giving is hard and choose integrity even when it is uncomfortable. Foolish people, driven by selfishness and fear, cannot follow their example. So I try to relate to our daily life. It reminds us that noble actions require training, courage, and strength of characters. The path of goodness is challenging, but it leads to real growth and lasting respect. So one more story for you all about the power of generosity. Two jars sat side by side in a kitchen. One jar was full of rice but tightly sealed. If never shared, fearing it would become empty. The other jar was opened often. It was used to cook meals for neighbors, shared with travelers, and given to those in need. Over time, the sealed jar becomes stout and mouldy. The open jar was always refilled because everyone remembered its generosity. A child asked the cook, "Why does the sealed jar rot while the open one stays full?" The cook replies, "Because what is hoarded spoils, but what is shared grows." So from that day, the child understood that generosity never makes us poorer. It keeps life fresh and flowing. So from this proverb, we should know that what we cling to decay, but what we share multiplies. So for the 158, it's talking about never by birth can a person be bad or good. Only by his deeds can he be so. So for my understanding, no one is born good or bad. A person's worth is not determined by their race, status, or family background. Goodness comes from good deeds, and harmful action make harmful person. Okay, so from this one, if we relate it to our daily life, This reminds us that true nobility is earned through kindness, honesty, and compassion, not inherited through birth. Who we are is shaped by how we act. So, one more story. Okay? A farmer received 2 bags of seeds. One bag come in a fancy golden pouch, and the other come in dove cloth bag. People assume that the seed in the golden pouch would grow into better crops, but when planted, the golden pouch seeds produce weak, bitter plants. The rough red seed grew into strong, sweet crops. The farmer said, "Seeds is not the bag that matters, but the seeds inside." So from that moment, everyone realized that true worth is not determined by appearance or status, but by the quality within. So from this proverb, we should learn that goodness is grown from the character, not from birth. So thank you. This is all for my sharing. I hope it's okay for you all.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Edward. There are good stories. I think many people like stories that you brought to us. Okay, so this is in the group of the persons, okay, or people, okay, which has so many proverbs in there. And do you have any particular proverbs that you feel you like, or is your favorite, or anything that you like, like have the maybe the impression on? Okay. Hello, Kim.
พี่นมัสการค่ะ
Uh,
Thank you, Edward,
welcome.
for sharing. Kim came in a bit late, but still managed to make it. Enjoy the part about the birth. Birth doesn't determine our status, and it's the character and our goodness. So that is kind of similar to the one that Kim covered the other week.
Mhm.
The one that regardless of our status when we are born, according to the caste system in India. Yeah, so very like that one. Very interesting, and like all the stories that Edward shared. Just wonder how Edward found all the stories.
I use AI. I ask him,
Wow.
and then I give some basic idea, and I ask AI help me to write the story.
Wow, so clever.
Mm.
Well done.
And the pictures are nice as well.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, the graphics are good.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me that all of you, if you can share, send me your slides so that I can put up in the Google Drive for everyone when they want to look at them for references. Okay, that would be nice. Okay.
Okay,
And also, please don't forget to check your attendance. Okay, or if you miss any of the presentation from your friends, you can go to see the recorded video on YouTube channel, and then you can check your attendance on that. And I believe that a while ago I sent the form for you, like a Google form for you all to maybe give your impression or your comment towards the presentation of your friends. Okay, please also do that as well. Okay, and if you don't have the link maybe I will repost the link again in the group. Okay.
Thank you,
And I think
Lopi.
that should probably cover all the presentation from you all. And there will be a few of the proverbs that I will cover in the next 2 weeks, which we run a little over the new year. But I think it's good to cover every proverbs that we study in this group. Okay.
Yeah,
So there'll
Satu.
be 2 more weeks, I think. I
Yeah.
try to come up with a nice presentation as you all did. You all
Thank
made a
you,
good job, and I hope that
Lopi.
you learn quite a lot from preparing the presentation, I think.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, we learn a lot, Lopi. Lopi
All right.
Maisie asked, how shall we send you our presentation slides? Is it through email?
You can send to email, or if you can send the file into the WhatsApp group or the Line group, it's okay. But I give you the email address now, okay? Any of you?
Yeah.
Sure หลวงพี่
Okay. Okay. So, is there any question from Human or Laurent?
No, I don't have. The lesson
Okay.
was very good.
Very good. Laurent? Okay, very good. Okay, it must been very early in the morning. Okay. All right, then if there is no other comments, Edward, any last things that you want to say to others?
I think no.
Okay, good. All right, then we will conclude this session, okay, by maybe paying homage to the triple gem together. Okay. Let us all pay homage to the triple gem. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวาพุทธังภะคะวันตังอะภิวาเทมิ พุทโธเมนาโถ Lord Buddha is our refuge. สวากขาโตภะคะวตาธัมโมธัมมังนามัสสามิ ธัมโมเมนาโถ The Dhamma is our refuge. สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามิ Sangho Menato, the Sangha is of our refuge. Okay, I would like to wish you all the best of the health, of the wealth, and the success, and for this new year to come, and for many, many years to come. Okay, and may you and your family be happy, both body and mind, be able to attain the inner peace, the true happiness easily and quickly. Sadhu, sadhu,
สา
sadhu.
ธุสาธุสาธุหลวงพี่
Satu, satu,
Okay,
satu.
see
Happy
you
New Year to
next year.
everybody.
Yeah.
See you next
Happy New
year.
Year
Sadhu,
everyone
sadhu.
thank you หลวงพี่
Sadhu, sadhu.
Satu.
สาธุ